Hey everyone, it is August 8th, a Sunday, but I took these trades on Friday, August 6th. So I took two trades. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so my first trade was on SNAP. Um, I was looking to play the 78.66 and then all-time high break. Did not work out. I got crushed on Friday. This trade I thought was going to work out, just didn't, and I lost a good chunk of change, about 30% on the contract, so not great at all. But as you can see, we've been consolidating near all-time highs, which is extremely bullish. So I thought that this was a good setup. So 5 minute, we had some strong volume in the morning, increasing volume, especially on the second candle. I really like to see that. I wanted some consolidation before the 78.66 key level break that I had. Um, and I got that on the 1 minute. If we go down there a little quick, I don't really like to take my trades on the 1 minute, but I do like to look for some kind of consolidation on the 1 minute. So I got like this nice little flag break, which I'll just show right there. I'll take away this trend line, and I entered right at this 939 at the top, right as we broke this flag, and on increasing volume, which was also nice. And the 940 candle was also pretty convincing. We took down, I was holding. My stop was below this 938 pivot here, and I thought we were going to, it was shaping up to be a really nice trade, 78.66 break, and then all-time high break. Looked pretty good. If we just compare it with NQ real quick, you can see that we were also holding value above VWAP during the time of this trade. So if you see here, we have really nice push out of used demand here overnight. And we opened up in demand kind of, and we pushed right out. We immediately consolidated above VWAP, and one thing that was a little scary is we did reject almost immediately above VWAP, but we were still holding some value. And then we kind of came down, yet Snapchat was still holding some value here. If I just compare the two candles here, it was showing some kind of relative strength as well, which was also another nice factor. Now, 935 candle was completely green. The 935 candle on NQ was red. This 77.3 key level I'm actually going to get rid of just because I wasn't too in favor of it, but obviously it was beautiful, so maybe I'll actually look at that on my own time. But anyway, maybe I should have waited for this 5 minute RBNR to complete, especially since we were bouncing out of demand here, but obviously it never did complete. However, I was worried I was going to miss the move. And what I've seen a lot happen is when we kind of get these setups, it just immediately takes off right away. So I thought this was a beautiful entry that just didn't work out. And because it was a Friday, my premiums got crushed. So I think that it was only a 40 cent move that I made, 50 cent at most for, I was risking about 40-50 cents for about a dollar plus move. So, decent risk reward, but maybe I should have played next week's contract given my account size and maybe given the move. However, I thought it was still fair to play Friday's contracts just because I was looking for that quick scalp. But, just something to think about. So I took this as soon as we broke the flag, thought we were going to get a push higher. Clearly did not work out. We immediately rejected high of day, but then we were kind of holding value and it looked good. But we came back down and hit my stop loss and we sold off the rest of the day, as you can see. So super unfortunate that, just didn't work out. I'm not really sure if this was an improper trade or it could have been avoided. So please let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback. Or if this was just a good setup that just didn't work out. And maybe next time I do wait for that 5 minute period of consolidation. I don't know. So I'd love your feedback on that trade. The next trade I took was on QQQ immediately after, and I think I was a little bit revengeful, I guess, because I was pissed off that that snap trade didn't work out, even though it was a beautiful setup. So I took QQQ calls right out of used demand. We were making somewhat of a higher low, and I'll show that in just a moment. There we are. Whoops. So, and I was waiting for this trendline break. I'll just show the 1 minute on the right hand side here, just to get a better idea of volume and momentum. Sorry about my computer. It's being very weird today. All right, so let's get over here. Oh, just passed it. Okay, here we are. Okay, so we were coming into 2-hour used demand here, and at this point I entered at 9:55, so I entered right at this trend line break. It looked like we were, it was a low of day break that was immediately bought up by buyers. This was a key area of support here. Um, it was about 5, 4, 4 or 5 red candles in a row that I was looking to capitalize on from this bounce, and it was a low of daybreak fail, which is nice. I think I should have waited to see more volume here, to be honest. I entered on the 1 minute, well, rather the 5 minute break here, but 1 minute just for analysis purposes. I entered right at this 9:55 candle, so right here, and we immediately kind of started pushing up a little and then got rejected. And then I stopped out at low of day, and I was targeting high of day. So it was decent risk reward on my part. Just super unfortunate that it didn't work out. Um, I think I should have waited for volume confirmation. I think that also my emotions played a bit of a role on this trade. So I definitely should have waited for a volume spike or increase to confirm this, and I think that was my biggest problem. This was obviously the more accurate entry at 10 o'clock. As you can see, we do have a little bit of increased volume, and then we immediately kind of started pushing up. Even though we only made it to VWAP, honestly, I think that would have been a much better trade. I would have targeted VWAP as soon as I saw this push and buyer. This was obviously a much more accurate trade here if I were to enter where I stopped out, actually, because buyers confirmed that we were going to make some kind of push or effort due to this volume candle at 10 o'clock. So please let me know if you guys enjoyed this or can critique me in any way. It would be greatly appreciated. And thank you so much for watching.